So I'm working on a commission right now. So I wanted to show you guys how to do an idle since I haven't done a tutorial on it in a minute, and I kind of changed how I do my idles a little bit. So I'm gonna use an IK rig for most of my idles. Like IK is basically like, see how the legs just follow with the rig. It's gonna just stay like that, right? So I'm gonna put up on screen the idle that I'm being asked for, and it's pretty simple, not really much to explain with that, but I'm gonna just try to match it up the best I can and just think about, like, you know how to make it look good in game. So I'm gonna drop the torso down a little bit, just try to get the pose that he's asking for. So I think this is just about like what he's asking for. You can probably just make like minor revisions to it as I go along, but generally this is just a pose. It doesn't really matter what your pose looks like. You get better at it because probably your first time making idol if you're looking at this. But usually, like, I'll put it to like 120 if I want it faster, and just like keep doubling the frame rate. If I want to get slower, like, I'll go 120, 240, so on, so on. So if I just, I'm just gonna do highlight all my keyframes, right, and just drag them out, do Shift D, just drag them out to 120, right. Now you're gonna make the breathing, right. So usually I'm gonna just go and I'll set my motion paths on. Right click, do calculate motion paths, and just do in range. You see it is gonna pop up. So now I want it to breathe down, right? So kind of sometimes I like to watch the amount I'm doing it, but you can see the frames are going through, just cycling through it, right? So usually I like to go to the middle, right? And I'll make this part just kind of like go like this, and I'll move it just a tad bit, not too much, just a tad bit, right? You can move it a little bit more so it actually looks like it's moving. See, by the way, I'm using 1 and 2. I set it with this my shortcut. See how it lets you skip from your frames? This right here, you can just right click and you change your shortcut and you press a key, and now I can switch them to 1 and 2 to just go through all my frames. But next one, I'm gonna just do the same thing, except this part is gonna go down instead of rotate back. Right? So now kind of it's gonna look a little bit weird, especially like here to here. You see how it's like a huge change? Kind of might want to just fix it so it's not too much. See, it's a little better, right? Now what I would do is put on cyclic, graph editor, A to select everything, Shift E, and then now make cyclic. See, now even if I drag outside of the frame range, it's gonna keep going, right? So I'm gonna go back to my dope sheet, and now I just want to clean it up. I'm gonna set all of my torso frames to automatic, right? So if you look at my motion paths and I go to automatic, right, you see how it just changed a little bit. Now if I update my motion paths, right, see how it just makes all my arcs way smoother. It'll do this with your movement and then also your rotations. See, like, everything is a lot better than it was before. Like, I'll turn it back off. See how it's like even like the movement from here to here is really fast, and then when I turn it on now, it just smooths all of it out for me. You want to use automatic. I use automatic sometimes, but I don't try to like overdo it, if that makes sense. Like, you can't put it on all your frames. It just works for my idols. So now I want to move my arms a little bit. See, just gonna just do that. I'm gonna Control C, Control Shift V, flip it. See? And now I want to put the automatic on these two, and I'm gonna just move it out. I'm gonna press G to move the frames out. You don't want anything to line up with the torso. Like you want everything to move like after the torso, so it has some overlap to it. I'm gonna just do the same thing with my head, right? So I mean that might be a little too much here. I'm gonna move it just like a little bit down. Do the same thing. Oh, it's maybe too far right there. Probably move the head down a little bit more. Might be a little fast, but you know. Nah. See? It's pretty simple, not that hard to do, you know. Just minimal movement, nothing too crazy, just simple idle, you know. If you have any questions, just ask in the Discord or ask in the comments. I'll try to help as best I can. I'm gonna make some more videos pretty soon. Just give me some more suggestions and I'll do it.